What's up, guys? Coming back to you today. I want to jump off of what we did yesterday as far as foot and ankle compensation, and I want to then start getting the conversation of, okay, well then how do I relieve things that are happening maybe along the anterior shin and then possibly in my knee. And so what we're tying in today is that if I have compensated ankle and foot patterns, it has also led to stiffness in my anterior system. So this anterior shin, and then which really takes the blow is the knee. And then this is where when people run or lunge, then they're like, man, afterwards I get some really burning knee pain. It feels like it's on fire or it feels injured, which then ultimately maybe prevents them from doing the activities that they want to do. So what I want to do is give you 3 things again today to help work up the system now. So if you do have foot and ankle issues, which we all do, now it's about, okay, what do I do to attack things that have happened over the long term and get them back to a normal state, okay? So priority number 1, the anterior shin of yours takes a beating, and we use it all the time. Whenever we walk or move or do anything, it's always on. It becomes very, very stiff. So what we need to do is dig in here and put some pressure on this system and see if we can loosen up the system a little bit. And so what we'll start with is a very simple method of using a roller. Eventually we could use a ball, but we're gonna smash this shin out, and we're gonna add some movement into it. So I'm gonna start just below my knee, and then what I'm gonna use though is side to side. Okay, and the muscle fibers are going to run north and south, and so we just don't want to go up and down and iron. We're not going to get any bang for our buck that way. We get the bang for our buck when we go side to side through the muscle fiber, and then this helps us identify where a stiff spot or an adhesion may be. And when I find something, like I got something right here, I'm going to stop on it, and then I'm going to try and push and pull my ankle as well, because we want to be moving through range. We just don't want to be sitting on tissues. And whenever you heard about foam rolling or anything like that, we're not just here to sit on something and hope it just turns and goes better. We have to actively do this. So this is called active range of motion. We're going to push through this, and all I'm going to keep doing is just working through that. So I just find a spot, I keep working side to side. Notice I'm working my way down my shin. When I find something, I push and pull my ankle to make sure I have that range of motion there, and if I don't, I just accumulate as many reps as I need to until this ankle feels like it's free, okay? And you're gonna start to find a connection between the ankle and the shin and maybe the issues that you have going on, okay? So that's part number 1. Part number 2, just talking about the knee in general. You may have some knee pain, stiffness, and the reason being is because the stiffness here is resulting in a lack of rotation and extension. And so what we're gonna do here is use some voodoo floss from the Ready State project. And so what we're going to do is wrap the entire knee, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So we're going to start below the knee about 1 inch or 2, and every time we wrap here, we want to first get it on, and then we're going to 50% overlay, and then when we come over the top, we're going to add 50% tension. Okay, so overlay at 50% so there's no holes in it, and then every time I'm wrapping, I'm coming with 50% over the top, and we're going to cover the entire knee here because we want to cover the kneecap as well. And then once we get to the top, we're just gonna tuck that guy in there, and we're good to go. So now that I got some compression on this area, what I wanna do is put a distraction to it as well. So we're gonna put our heel into a band, and we're gonna crisscross this over. So this provides a distraction. We're gonna get a little bit of tug on this, and then we're gonna let the band pull the ankle into extension, okay? So now from here, the goal is to, with myself, push the leg down so it's fully extended, and then rotate it into external rotation. And I can use the tackiness of this voodoo floss to help me turn and spin. And so I push down, and then I turn and spin. And then very simple, it seems like very little is going on, but I'm helping put myself in the proper position. And also I'm getting a 2 for 1. The tissues are compressed. They're being restricted of blood flow as well, which is helping them put a little stress, good stress on them. And then the beauty is once we take this band off, we're gonna feel a rush of blood, fresh blood back into the area. And what we're gonna try and do is reperfuse these tissues to get them moving and sliding the way that they should be. They shouldn't be so stiff. And you should be able to press that knee all the way down. There should be some bounce in there and some give, getting into a little bit of total terminal knee extension. and then just working that as many times as you do. You can run 15, 20, 30 of these, pushing and pulling, and then simply come on out of that, take the band off, and then get on out of there. And I can already feel too, just that compression alone and the twisting and turning has helped got some fluid out of the position for me. And this knee, it feels really good right now. Things feel nice. The last thing I'm gonna have you do to connect the dots between the shin and the knee is just a very, very simple opener. And what you're gonna do is lay the top of your foot down on the floor. You're gonna grab your knee like a joystick, and you're gonna just try and sit back, pushing the foot into the floor, but just trying to pry that shin open for yourself. And just laying back. And same thing here, I can rack up 10 to 20 of these. I can exhale as I sit back and really try to wrench that open. And just trying to connect the dots here now between the top of the foot, the shin, and the knee, and getting this whole system to open up. And then those three things right there should have you feeling very, very good. I should feel like I have room and range in here and I can move. And I should be a better lunger and a better runner just because of those three simple things. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. See you guys soon.